Yet we became buddy buddies at the same time. Well, thousands, it was estimated at over 14,000 Chinese students were killed. And you have over 30 million at today's date, 30 million pro-democracy dissident Chinese students and leaders locked up in China. And once again, where was the intervention there? Where was the intervention with, again, going back to Gaza of last 2 years ago? The bombing and constant bombings, phosphorus bombs, cluster bombs, night and day air raids on the unarmed population of Palestinians in Gaza. Now, Mr. Obama and Hillary Clinton pretending to be the world savers, the great humanitarians, going in and pushing to Libya and saying no-fly zone, and that Gaddafi is going to be held responsible for his crimes. Well, Hafiz Goga, again, the rebel leader, has stated he does not want a foreign intervention. He does not want U.S., European, or any forces for that matter in Libya, and that the Libyan people are going to be taking the fight to Gaddafi. But once again, we put our noses in where it doesn't belong. Gaddafi went on to say that what he's doing now is no different of what we had done in our American Civil War. So, if there's no difference, why are we meddling in? This is clearly a Libyan situation, a Libyan conflict, a Libyan footnote on what they want, who they want in there, and how they're going to do it. It is no one else's responsibility, no one else's business to get into this fight. But again, the globalists are trying to buy in to these people, the rebels. They're trying to buy in these two people because they know they play both sides of the game. And obviously they want to arm these rebels. But again, nothing comes free when the globalists enter into your lives. When you make a deal with the devil, there are going to be some strings attached. And this whole situation with Libya and us intervening now to intervene under a civil war, this whole matter with Libya is by far the first or last that we're going to be doing. But my point again is that there are 2 points here. If President Obama and Hillary Clinton want to play humanitarian aid, they should look at Japan, who is now needing the help. But President Obama looks like he's turning his head away and looking at to get into another conflict to satisfy the appetite of the industrial elite in this country and in Europe. That's all it is. Because we know that if we go and look into Japan with humanitarian aid, there's not really much in it for us. But if we interfere with the Libyan crisis, the globalist and the military industrial elite in this country will have their bag of tricks, their bag of arms and money making deals, because there is something in it for them. So basically we turn our heads away from Japan, who had an earthquake, a tsunami, a nuclear crisis now. We turn away from them and we go to Libya and want to make a humanitarian gesture to stop the killing, to stop the innocent killings of Libyans from Gaddafi's forces. Again, Hillary Clinton goes on the air and starts stating that Gaddafi is held responsible for all the deaths and that there should be a no-fly zone and he's an international criminal. Well, where was Hillary Clinton again when Israel bombed Gaza for weeks and months? Where was Hillary Clinton with her humanitarian aid? Where was she when she could have declared the same thing, that Israel is held responsible for the Palestinian children, men, women, and children who were being bombed night and day with phosphorus bombs, cluster bombs, Apache gunships, jets, motors, artillery? Where was the outcry of war criminal during that siege of Gaza? As usual, our foreign policy is being dictated not by the American people. Our foreign policy is not anything American. Our foreign policy is being dictated from an elite group which has nothing to do with American values, nor do they have with the Constitution, nor do they have or speak for American values. And yet, Mr. Obama, Hillary Clinton, United Nations look past Gaza, look past Japan, the crisis in Japan, and now want to step and meddle their nose into Libya. Again, the only reason why they're going to be doing this is because to satisfy the industrial elite appetite for arms deal, war. This is the only way. And despite that the rebel leader and spokesman claiming that the foreign intervention is not wanted in Libya, despite Hafiz Goga remarks and stating he does not want foreign intervention in Libya, and that the Libyan crisis will be handled by the Libyan people. We go on the air, pretend we don't even hear this, and claim a no-fly zone. Well, again, this is another situation we get ourselves into, and this is nothing to do with Americans' Constitution to get into this. Yet every day, every conflict, Afghanistan, Iraq, and now Libya, we always manage to stick our noses in and have our foreign policy dictated to us by a foreign globalist system. When will Americans wake up? When will Americans realize this? When will Americans start writing in Washington and put a stop to this? Just like the the Egyptian people and everyone else are rioting around the world. Isn't this a coincidence? What you see that is happening around Tunisia, Libya, in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. Don't think for a moment, people, that this is for the better. This is staged. This whole thing is staged by the globalist elite. And it is not done yet. They have a lot of more tricks coming soon. And don't hold your breath that they might not happen here as well, because we already have things going on in Wisconsin and Ohio with this union strikes and so forth. Oh, they always have tricks up their sleeves. They always have some other incidents that they want to pull out. But again, this whole situation with revolutions of pro-democracy around the world here, in the Arab world and North Africa, Middle East and so forth, don't think for a moment that the people just woke up one day and said they wanted a democracy. This is a big phase one of this globalist elite plan. Well, I'm glad you watched the show. I hope you liked it. Remember to send your remarks anytime. Thank you for watching.